shows we are live, and I'll just wait for some of you guys to come on in, and then we can get started. Let's get started on this tonight. Now, we will still do one tomorrow and Saturday, but despite those days, I work. For the past 5 days, I've not been working at all. Well, okay, I take that back. I was originally off for 5 days. Of course, they let me come in Sunday, so that makes it 4, but still, 4 is a lot more polarizing than 2. I'm only supposed to originally have 2 nights off a week. She gives me 4 nights off, originally 5, but I find a way to get saved on Sunday. But then, you know, could be saved. Hey, Doctor Who, yeah, my work schedule is not that great. You're usually originally supposed to have 2 days off. I used to work 6 days a week, but then all those managers I worked for on Tuesday they either quit or got fired. I know 1 got fired, and then 2 quit and went on to other jobs. So, yeah, it seems like, so I knew that, it was probably going to be back to 5 days. Yeah, she's killing my hours. She only gave me 3 days this week to work, Sunday, Friday, and Saturday. And then, and God knows what she'll do to me next week. Soon she's going to fix it to where I won't go any hours, and I won't have a job anymore. I mean, if she keeps up if she keeps that up, what she's doing right now, then yeah, soon that's going to happen. I mean, she told me that everyone on maintenance got cut. Everyone's maintenance hours got cut and everything, but I think mine got cut the worst. I mean, it was bad enough that I was working 10 hours for 2 weeks, but she only gave me 8 hours this week. Well, I would look at other McDonald's, because the other one here is open 24 hours a day. But this one, well, that only, I don't know. I'm thinking I just need to quit and probably find another job. That's probably the best option for me. I mean, other than that, at that point, what could I do? Yeah, I just need to find another one. I mean, everybody's been telling me, Jonathan's been telling me, Heather's been telling me, you need to quit. You need to quit. You need to find another job. I'm thinking, yeah, find another job that actually, will give me reasonable hours and probably respect me more. Because my coworkers may respect me, but I can tell the manager probably obviously doesn't give a flip. Hi, Jules. Hey, Timbo. Well, I don't know. I don't know if she's trying to hire new maintenance, or she said maintenance got cut, but I think I've got my hours cut worst of all. Hi, Sunflower. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm about to. I need to go up to her one day and say, I need you to give me more hours. If you can't give me more hours, then I'm gonna have to quit and find another job. I mean, if it comes down to that, then I will do it. If that's what has to be done. Hmm. Don't know about that. Yeah, I'm not gonna quit till I have a replacement, but I'm gonna, when I get another job, I'm gonna be saying, obviously goodbye. You obviously did not care to give me many hours, so you're a horrible boss, and I'm out of here. That's basically what I want to say, but I'm not gonna be that rude to her, if I have to end up quitting. I can't. I cannot apply. There's other benefits that I'm trying to apply for and everything, and I can't get it because you have to work 20 hours a week, and she's not giving me 20 hours a week. This week she gave me under 10 hours a week. All she tells me is, she told me twice. She's like we had when I talked to her last time, she's like, we had this conversation last time to get more hours, you're going to have to find something else to do. You're going to have to find some other work to do that will give you longer hours, She's like, you're not going to get a whole lot of hours just working in a lobby. Well, no, I don't have a proof that I'm supposed to get a set amount of hours per week. I just heard that when I quit, I needed to be prepared to get. It's like one of the first shifters told me when I was still working third shift. Then the last night we were working together, he said you're going to second shift. We'll be prepared to get cut a lot because the manager's not going to need three people on second shift, three maintenance men on second shift. I was like, you've got three maintenance men on first shift, don't you? And he's like, yeah, but we're really busy during the day, during second shift, you're not as busy as you are on first shift. Yeah, now I just got paid this past week. And you know how much I got paid, from these 2 weeks of working? Only $343. When I was, you know, when there was times I was making up to 475, almost $500. I probably do. Don't you have a job description or formal work job description post sort of thing? Well, that's been looked at, over 4 years. Being there 4 years, you don't think they'd screw you over. I knew I was gonna get my hours cut and everything, but I didn't think it was gonna be this worse. A lot of people, when they took away the overnights, they when they took away the overnights, a lot of them just quit. Yeah, Kentucky girl, I do need a better job. Please go to the Goodwill. I would if I could. I don't know if Goodwill. I'm um now good. Now I don't know if we've got a Goodwill. I think that we might have but we do have one of these Goodwill stores. But the only problem is, most of the. I don't think I've saw one guy working there. I think all the employees there at this thrift store are just girls. In this thrift store we have is probably that closest to a Goodwill that we'll ever have. Oh yeah, I would gladly take $4,500 an hour. if I make 1,800 a week, give that to me, you know. If only I, now I said, all I have to do is just quit this job and go across the border. And then I'll be in Australia. That would be a whole lot easier. I know, Sunflower, because I mean, I went, because after I saw this out of control, you know, went to go talk to her once. And then, of course, what I just told you, she said, that's what she said first. And then I go talk to her 2 days later about something. And then she's like, and because I said, you know, I'm not applying for some benefits because she's not working me 20 hours a week. And then it seems like she, you know, and she's like, well, then again, we had this conversation last time. I told you you needed to find something to do more hours, you know. Well, give me some suggestions, you know. Don't make me just, you know, try to find something else, you know, for myself. I mean, both of the bosses I've worked under, you know, has had stricter shifts. Now I remember the older boss, the guy who we used to have, he only gave raises from 5 to 25 cents based on your work approach. Now she pays better. She gives you 30 cents, you know, like I was getting 5 and 10 under him. I'm getting 30 under her, but that's only about every 6 months though. So it's still not good. If Goodwill pay is low, then I don't want to be, where basically I am with bad pay at this job. Hi, Skylar. Hi, Spirit Stalker. Yep, say hello to everyone. Everyone get to the good to see us. Get a happier subject than what we have been talking over these 14 minutes. This stream's probably only going to be about, 2 hours because I said that I went back to the Court Square place and said there's no Wi-Fi, and when you're here at the courthouse, I mean, and when you're here at the judicial building streaming, it power goes faster. I really need a power bank, to keep it going this long. Oh, Gage got his cast off. Workers facing wage theft in Kentucky can turn to the Division of Wages and Hours, the U.S. Department of Labor, or the Kentucky Equal Justice Center. Well, we've honestly been thinking, maybe we should take it to HR. I heard that I am not the only employee that has reported to that has had a complaint against her, taking her to or wants to take her to HR. I think she said one worker got, fired because of, their, their workability and everything. When one thing I heard from her when she was there one night is like, so he tells me, so after I fire him, he tells me he's going to sue me. I asked her about that, and then she's like, yeah. I was like, and then I thought to myself, well, good luck with that. She's got, she's got the CEOs behind her, or she's got the CEO of McDonald's behind her. Well, the thing is, anytime somebody spills something, even if it's in the kitchen or in the lobby, I've got to clean it up. See, I could use a job like that, Cheryl. $17 an hour. I could use that. Say contact on those of legal advice for legal advice. You could get much better results. I do what I can. Just look up. There's 4,800 jobs in your town, Matt. You have options. I know I have options, and there have been some. I'm looking at some of these things, and I'm thinking, and then what drives me down is that where it says you must have experience this many time, this long to have this job, and then I'm just kind of thinking like, well, that shoots it down right there because I have not had any experience in that job. It's well, we know the well we know who the company, it's owned by the same people, who own the other McDonald's is here as well. They my mom gets paid $24 per hour. See, Skylar, I wish I could have a job like your mom does. So she gets paid $24 an hour. Skylar, apologize to Gage for me. I thought he was a fake and blocked him, I think. But you, sure, that's great. But minimum wage needs to be higher everywhere. Yeah, $17 an hour, and I think like I think I'm thinking minimum wage is probably only about $8 or $9 here an hour. I wouldn't argue if we still have the overnight shift and I could get, my 8 hours in, That's what some people are doing at the other store, the overnight shift. And, but then again, if you take the overnight shift at the other store, you work 11 to 7, but 11 at night to 7 in the morning. I don't know if I would take that and everything if that would give me more hours, but but working at this one, I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Indeed. I'm gonna look at Indeed. I'm gonna need to do that. But I need to find another job to where, that's paying as much as it was that I'm working at right now. At least if they pay $12 an hour somewhere, I'll I'll take that, at least that would be a little bit higher than what I'm making at McDonald's right now. Hey, Atlas. 725. Mm. Yeah, that got added in like 2000. I think it's actually, has it been since 2009? I thought it was 2007 when they made this 725 rule. Well, yeah, but I mean, I can't, go for, jobs and just be like, I mean, can't lie about it. I mean, if they actually interview you, it's like you've got to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I could a little bit. As long as it doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. I've not applied for another job, but I've gotten applications otherwhere too. And to be honest with you, Tim, I've there's probably about four people, two night managers that I've already told. I already told them last week that she's cut that she's probably giving people I mean extra days off and everything. I think I had a couple of surprise jaw drops. When I told them that when I told a couple few people last week, probably about four on the job, that she only gave me she gave me a 5 day you know drop off this week, only 5 day vacation, and I mean not even a vacation, just your days off. And I said, if she, and I said, I told him, I said, if she doesn't start giving me more hours or better hours, I'm gonna I'm gonna just have to quit and find another job, you know. And then a lot of people are talking about, that they may, I mean, because people are talking at work right now that they're probably going to quit and find another job if they're thinking about it and everything, or if they've applied, they've talked about it, just when she's not there though. No, because I asked who did the schedule for the next week, and she said, sh- um, well, of course the manager did, and then this one other person who's been there for a while, she also helped with the schedule this week. So both of them are a part of me just getting 8 hours this week. I'm gonna check tomorrow and see when I go back to work tomorrow and see if they have the schedule up this week and see how they're gonna terrorize me with my job next week. Sometimes, seriously, seek legal help. Oh, I will. I got to find out what the schedule is this week, and then next week, send a screenshot of it, and so I'll have proof. Because she'll have my name, and she'll have because she's got our name, and then how many hours we have for the week, and then what our schedule is set to. And the way I see it, that's not fair. It's not fair to me. Yeah, I probably will. I'll probably get one of the organizations you mentioned. I probably will have to do that. I mean, and honestly, yeah, what I'm telling you guys about this, it actually feels good to actually, get this off my chest and, talk to you guys about it before we do our actual activities. I know nothing but a quick Google search. And honestly, Tim, I don't know. I'm not actually sure if there's 4,800 jobs in this area. Maybe 4,800 jobs in the state of Kentucky, but not in my small little town. Not in my small little town. I mean, the thing is, Sunflower, I already applied for benefit. No, it said your town. Okay, 4,800. Wow, 4,800. Seems like it would be easy for me to find a job if I knew there was 4,800 in my small little town. Of course, I'm not going to say what the small little town is, but most of you probably know what town my small little name is. Hey, Emma. Like I said, Doctor Who, my town is a small little town, I mean, it's not the smallest in Kentucky, but still pretty small, though. Well, Emma, I'm glad you popped on to say hey. It's always good to hear from you. I'm telling you, this is a. Sometimes people don't even get 40 hours a week at our job if they're doing dishwashing. Well, that's how it is at McDonald's. A 40-hour a week is a regular work week. Some people are, I mean, and some others, some managers, are even getting overtime. I mean, if I'm not getting, if I'm only getting a quarter of the 40-hour work week and some are getting overtime, that's not fair. Very not fair. Should be giving it to me. I said I've had no problem with them, giving maybe about. I mean, I think they said, hours work hours can be brutal in the summer. Oh, I didn't see that part, John. I didn't see that part about you saying, that. So at least your 8,000 and 9,000 views a week have been, getting back up there. It's where they need to be. Oh, so you had so you're having I'm having the experience you're having right now, Doctor Who, because you used to work maintenance at McDonald's. Well, like I said, I'm at the crappy courthouse because at the court square and everything, they were offering like no internet still. So I said, So I'm at one of the places that will probably short the stream tonight by limit it to 2 hours and maybe 15 minutes, 2.5 hours. We'll see. We'll see what it lets me do right now, because right now at 30 minutes I've got 78% left on the phone. Yeah, we probably should. Yeah, round one. Yeah, we probably should start uh because we're 30 minutes into it right now. That's what I was thinking. I was watching the time on here, and I thought, okay, we'll probably start at about 30 minutes. I wrote down 30 questions, and then I looked at some others, and I thought, oh, and then I thought, well, what if we are having successfulness and we need some more questions? I said, I'll write a few more. So I ended up writing down 34. I said we've got one question left in 2002, and then we're on to 2003. So round one is going to be the last 2002 question I could find. And then when we get to round two, like round one consists of 2002. Round two will consist of 2003 and on and thereon. Okay. Round one, the only 2002 question we'll have. All right. And this last 2002 question is a short one. We got the top 4 answers to this question. Besides a plane, name something you see in the sky. Okay. Get the answers first. First, I'm seeing Joel's with a helicopter. Yep, Spirit Stalker and Joel say a helicopter. Number 3, a helicopter. Sunflower says clouds. Yep, Sunflower, clouds. Number 2. Jules and Sunflower say birds next, along with Spirit Stalker. There you go, you 3. Birds is the number 1 answer. Birds. Now, just one more. One more. What else? No, it's not a hot air balloon. And it's not fireworks either. John, the question is, besides a plane, name something you'd see in the sky. Not a kite. Not chemtrails. Not rain. Oh, wait. Sunflower, there's actually 2 answers that you could get, and you got both of them. And in fact, Jules said one of them too. And there you go, girls. Stars or sun, number 4. Stars or sun, number 4. And that's the only 2002 question we're going to get. I'll slide my hand down a little bit and show you, I put 2003, which means we're done with 2002 questions. Now they're going to consist from 2003 and thereon. So now we're in round 2, and we're in 2003 as well. Here's the first 2003 question that I could find online. All right, and this first 2003 question consists of 100 women, where we ask 100 women, name a place where guys like to act. We ask 100 women, name a place where guys like to act macho. Where do guys like to act macho? Be perfect for you. Got the experience needed, bro. All right, I will look at that, Tim, after the stream, which will probably be in about a couple hours. Let's see. The gym. I'm seeing first one, the gym. The gym from Sunflower and, well, just Sunflower. Oh, no, wait. I see Joel saying gym as well. My bad. Almost missed Jill's answer. There you go, girls. The gym is number 2. The bar is said by Spirit Stalker, Timbo, Sunflower. Okay. Okay, there you go. Because a bar or a club is the number 1 answer. Bar and club. Same answer given. Same answer would be number 1. Bar or club. So you got the first 2 answers already. But not with friends, and surprisingly, not even at a strip club either. Oh, okay. Sunflower says a sporting event. Yep, sport. That's how they have it. A sporting event, number 3. But not at a fight, though. Unless the fight was wrestling or boxing, then yeah, that'd be counted as a sporting event. Nope, not a hospital or a funeral. Nope, not at a wedding either. Those guys like to act macho. Wouldn't be able to act so macho at a wedding. Unless they're trying to hit on somebody. Unless they're trying to hit on a single guest or something. So if it's not hospital, funeral, or wedding, where else do you think they could be? Few of these, there's probably a couple answers that'll surprise you. You wouldn't be surprised, at some of them. One answer you get, you might think, really? Hey, Lewis. You're just watching all my ads? Thank you. Thank you, Lewis. Nope, not at a home or a party. Well, I guess one of these answers wouldn't surprise you because a lot of people try to, some guys do try to act macho at this. Well, I was thinking number 4, and I thought, well, you'd see a lot of girls, just wearing, t-shirt and shorts and everything. You barely ever see girls wearing a dress to this. If that helps any indication. Number 5, one of these places you shouldn't even go wearing a skirt. Okay, there you go, Spirit Stalker. That's the one where you shouldn't be wearing a skirt. At number 5, the beach. The beach. So you've got By the way, may I see that AI thing? May I say that AI thing looks good on your channel? Thank you. Well, I mean, it's all courtesy of you, Jonathan. You're the one that made it for me, so I'm gonna use that and everything. I said that last night the one of me, looked bigger, and then I thought, well, I should have it in the background. I mean, it actually looks like, I'm hosting it and everything, with the Family Feud in the background. Yeah, we do have a sporting event in Spirit Soccer. So far, we've got a bar and a club, which was number one, a gym, a sporting event, and the beach. Hmm. Mayo or Miracle Whip? I'd say mayo. Mayo would basically taste good on anything. Okay, Spirit Stalker got one. Work. Number 6, work. I've never really had Jimmy Dean sausages, Sly. I mean, I see them all the time at Walmart, but haven't really bought any. You know who I've noticed we're missing? Where in the world is Steve Areno? They're good on a sandwich. The Jimmy Dean sausages are. I could probably, I mean, sometimes I do like sausage for breakfast, but I don't usually eat breakfast a lot anymore. More of a person to, be woken up by around lunchtime. Now, to come to think of it, we're missing a lot of people, not just Steve Areno. We're missing Heather, Peter, Red. Where is everybody tonight? Glory to the hero, victorious Ukraine, death to the invader. It is possible for any foreigner to travel to live Ukraine, to undergo training and fight the Russian invaders. Okay, HYG, I can't even pronounce your name. It's like your name is a whole lot of mumbo jumbo letters. I'll just have to call you HYG because I can't even try to pronounce your name. Seems like everyone's gotten quiet. It's like nobody's really trying to answer the last question anymore. Why is it's gotten so quiet? And I don't know why. Yeah, I know. I noticed that, Lewis, because I noticed a lot of your posts. You know, they took a lot of them down. Oh, Jules, the answer's been bar or club, number 1, gym, number 2, sporting event, number 3, number 5, the beach, and number 6, work. You just got one more answer to get, and that's just number 4. No, not at home. If you like turtles, New York fishing, you could always check out my shorts and everything. I have a couple from Kentucky Lake of turtles. I even mentioned the I like turtles logo, the I like turtles thinking. Yeah, just check out my shorts on at Kentucky Lake. I call them an infestation of turtles, but in the first one, but I didn't really mean it. I just meant there were a lot of turtles. It said they suspended my account. Really? Yeah, because I noticed that one of the people on your account, you know, they said, Lewis, you lost your Facebook account. That was Katie that pointed that out. It's like they disabled your account because they said it didn't follow with the community guidelines. What community guidelines were you actually breaking, Lewis? I didn't see any community guidelines you were breaking on Facebook. And okay, well, I haven't really followed you on Instagram, so I didn't know about the Instagram thing, but I knew about the Facebook thing. Cause all those posts you used to have and everything, they took them all down. Hint, please. Okay, the hint would be well, you see a lot of student or well, you see a lot of people there is what I'm trying to say. You see a lot of people there, um, kids, grown-ups, mostly kids, but a lot of grown-ups though too. Yeah, school. School number 4, school. Well, at least you could have been worse. They could have thought that you that At least you didn't. At least you didn't send any. That's the good part. All right. Hey, Joski. Joski, just in time to join us for, and I did do an appeal. Hopefully they'll accept your appeal. Cheryl is saying hello to Joski. You've been quiet for a while, Cheryl. You okay? In fact, a lot of you have been quiet for a while. Okay. Lewis says, so if anybody needs to contact him for any reason, well, actually, round 2 was when we did the first 2003 question. We're actually into round 3 now. Round 3. All right, here we go. We got the top 5 answers to this question. Even though this question was asked in 2003, it's still relevant today. Here's the question. Past or present, name a tough guy movie actor who's probably never been in a real fight. Not Rocky or Seagal. Okay, there. Okay, Jules got one answer. Well, actually, Jules and Joski actually put them together. So, Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone, number 4, and Joski. Arnold is number 3. That's my Schwarzenegger impression. Arnold. It's time to pump you up. Oh, Rocky is Sylvester. Okay. That's your Gmail account. All right. So that's where you need to. So if you got to contact Lewis, that's where you need to be, or that's where you need to contact him. I don't think they can disable his Gmail account. Okay, so you've got Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. 3 and 4. What are some other actors who you think are in tough guys movies? No, not Vin Diesel. But there you go, Cheryl. John Wayne is there. He's the number 1 answer, John Wayne. John Wayne is number 1. And there you go, Joski. Clint Eastwood is number 2. Just one more. Just one more guy. Yeah, until you can get all your stuff back, hopefully they'll approve your appeal. Nope, Jules, it's not Tom Cruise. Yeah, Facebook can't take away my Gmail account because that ties to Google. Right. It's not Steven Seagal. Tom Cruise has definitely never been in a fight. Jonathan has my email address already. Okay. Maybe a fight with his sanity. I think Tom Cruise has been driven to his insanity. Or with his sanity. Restore sanity to Tom Cruise already. No, it's not Humphrey Bogart. I'm trying to think back to 2003. Sorry, gotta go. Got gym, then work. Have a good one, everyone. All right, Tim. See you later. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully that baddie is there, Tim. It's not, Cheryl, it's not Mr. T, and I pity the fool who didn't put him on the survey. It's not Charles Bronson either. No, it's not Nicolas Cage either. Not Edward Robinson. Nope, not Hulk Hogan. Not Cary Grant or Charlton Heston. Oh, nope, not Patrick Swayze. May he, well, what I was going to say about Patrick Swayze, same thing with Hulk Hogan and Humphrey Bogart. Charlton Heston. Charles Bronson. May they all rest in peace. Nope, it's not Jackie Chan. It's not Jackie Chan. Nope, it's not Sean Connery either. It's not Chuck Norris. Now I can see number 1, 2, and 3, you know, being tough guys in movies. Even number 4. Number 5, I have no idea what tough guy movie he's been in. McQueen? Nope, it's not McQueen or Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson. Not him. Not Robin Williams either. I saw his last movie. I saw Robin Williams' last movie before he decided to off himself. It's not Keanu Reeves or Bruce Lee. Well, not Bruce Lee or Bruce Willis. Neither one of the Bruces, and it's not Burt Reynolds either. Not Tom Hanks. Well, good morning to you, say what, but it's still nighttime here, so I tell you good evening. Not James Bond, not Fonzie or Mr. T. Atlas, the question is, past or present, name a tough guy movie actor who's probably never been in a real fight. Oh, it's all right, say what. You probably think it's morning because of the light in my car. If you look outside, it's still night. It said that he passed away. It was. That's why I said it was sad when he offed himself. It's not Jamal White or Tom Selleck. Hold on. Peanut butter. I'm not sure why you said that, Gopper. Oh, wait, no. Cheryl, you don't need a hint. Joel's got it. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is number 5. Yep. Back in the day, I guess he and Katie Holmes were a big thing back in 2003. Or not Katie Holmes, but Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie is who I meant to say. They used to be a big couple back in the day, known by everybody. Okay. That was a toughie. That round 3 took a long time for you guys. Let's see how round 4 plays for you. All right. Just like last question. Oh, you mean Michael Jai White. Both yuck. I'm guessing Cheryl is not a fan of Angelina Jolie or Brad Pitt then. All right. Oh, Michael Jai White. Well, he wouldn't have been in there, but I knew John Wayne was the past and everything. I thought 2 through 5 was probably still present back in the day. Cheryl saying nope, not a fan of either one of them. Okay, question is for round 4, top 5 answers. Name something kids are told to take turns using. Okay, there you go, Cheryl. The telephone. The telephone is number 3. Or just how they have it, phone. Not to wash dishes. Bicycle. Okay, there you go, Cheryl. A bicycle is actually there. Bikes are number 4. A swing set. There you go, Cheryl. A swing set is number 5. But it's not a TV or a shower. Okay, there you go, Jules. Toys or games. That's the number 1 answer. Toys or games. Which also apply to a bike and a swing. Not a slide. And when you said shower, Cheryl's not shower, but you're very close to 1 answer, though. In fact, if someone gives that answer, you clear this round pretty quick. Oh, there you go, Cheryl. The bathroom. Bathroom, number 2. Bathroom. There you go. That was pretty quick for you. I don't think I would have selected take a bath, but bathroom. Even though that is in the bathroom. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now, this one is going to be okay. I think round 5 is going to be easy. It's going to be short, but mostly I think it's going to be easy because I think we all know about these things. All right. All right. Round 5. Top 3 answers to this question. Name an animal that people ride. There you go, Cheryl. Cheryl and say what? And Jules? A horse or a pony. That's the number one answer. Horse or pony. There you go, Jules. And Cheryl, actually, Jules got number two. Well, Jules and Cheryl got number two, a camel. And Cheryl got number three, a mule. So there you go. That's it. That's that easy. That's how easy round 5 came to be. All right. How appropriate for this and everything. What do I mean? Is that we're in round 6. There's 6 answers. Right now, my view count shows 6 people watching. So it's all the 6s. It's all the 6s. All right. I'm a little choppy. Sorry, say what. Doing the best I can. All right. All right. So as I said to the 6s, let's start this question. Round 6, top 6 answers to this question. Name something you hope you never find in your house. What is something you hope you never find in your house? Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go, Cheryl, and say what? Snake is there. Snake is number 4. Snake's number 4. Jules and Cheryl say a burglar. A burglar. Yeah, burglar is number 3. A cockroach. Okay, there you go. Say what? I'm going to give you that for or actually, maybe I should give it, instead of giving you number 1, maybe I should give you number 2, because a cockroach is an insect. Not cops, though, or a horse. I think Lewis is a little behind. It would be, my ex-husband. No, not your ex-husband, but he could be one of the last 2 remaining answers, if they especially if they're your ex. Spiders. Okay, yeah, spiders, we did get that with insect. And mice, there you go, Cheryl. Rodents is the number 1 answer. Rodents. Now you just need number 5 and number 6. I'm back. Once again, sorry, my phone had some Android updates, had to reboot a few times. The important thing is that you're still here, Atlas. You're still here with us. Not an intervention. We do have rats. We do have stranger, or for well, could be a stranger, but could be a stranger. Of course, it'd be scary to see something like that. A squatter? Nope. Not homeless people or in-laws. A dead hooker? Okay, there you go, Atlas. A dead body is number 5. A dead body. Dead body, number 5. And now, just number 6. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to find somebody, a dead body in my house. This is Louis' sister Adelaide. What is up, peeps? Hey, Adelaide. Not the IRS in your house. Not the police. Now, the police would be there for a dead body, but Number 6, I don't think. And Joe's apply of her ex could also apply to number 6 as number 5 did. Not, well, it's not the police. That's been guessed. It's not flooding or landlord or large animal either. Nope. Not a monster, but this could turn some person into a stalker, spouse, or boyfriend. Okay, okay, I'm going to give that to you, Cheryl. Boyfriend, yep. Number 6 is spouse cheating. You'd hope you never find a spouse cheating in your house. That's why I said Jules' ex-boyfriend, is probably, or ex-husband, is probably a spouse cheating. So that is why I said number 6 could apply. Because you find a spouse cheating, number 5 is a dead body, and they could be dead if the ex beats them down. And then number 6, well, spouse cheating, well, yeah, that would really want to put somebody in the spouse finding out they're cheating, they'd really want to put them in number 5. Anyway, that's the count for this one. Now, I thought we had this question before, but apparently we do not. We have not. We've had a lot of questions about these, but never one like this. All right, we got the top 5 answers to this question. Round 7. Name something a frog does better than a human. What does a frog do better than a human? Yeah, Atlas, they leap or they jump. Jumps is the number 1 answer. They jump. They do say ribbit, but ribbit's not one of the 5 answers. They croak. Okay, there you go, Doctor Who. They croak. They croak. Number 2, they croak. There you go, Atlas. They swim. Number 3, they swim. Yeah, Facebook and Instagram really did screw you over, Lewis. Okay, Cheryl says catching bugs, and Atlas says catching food. Oh. Yeah, the thing is, Lewis, you can go on a live stream and everything, but you can't do a live stream there from the house, though. It'd knock the internet out. Frogs make better bologna sandwiches than Jules. Oh, hi, Peter. We were wondering where you were. Oh, you had to leave for a few seconds. The question, Lewis, was name something a frog does better than a human. For tongue stuff, catch bugs, catch food. Yeah, there you go. Number 5 is catches insects. Catches insects. So yeah, I guess the tongue spread that Say What said, can also give it. Could have also been one. Okay, Atlas got the last answer. Number 4, they hold breath. They can hold their breath better than a human, apparently. That's what number 5 says. That's what they say a human can do, or a frog can do better than a human. The frogs have a speed on this one. You used to have a bunch of different pet frogs. So you probably were pretty well about this question then. Extra mayonnaise would definitely add a bunch of calories. I remember back in college, we were having a youth meal, and we were having hamburgers, and I remember somebody put, I remember seeing, well, only one person, but they did put mayo on their burger, but that's normal. That's normal to do. All right, round 8. Round 8. And this is going to be another short one. Okay, round 8, top 4 answers to this question. Oh, okay, I was going to say how appropriate. It's round 8 and we have 8 people watching, but it went down to 7 before I could say it. So, round 8, top 4 answers to this question. Name something a total stranger on the street might ask you for. Name something a total stranger on the street might ask you for. Money? Yeah, he might ask you for money. Atlas, Cheryl, and Peter. Yep, money, number 1. No, Peter, I don't think they're that desperate for any BJ. But yes, Cheryl, they will. Cheryl, you got it. They will ask you. Cheryl and Atlas got it. They will ask you the time. Number 3, the time. Okay. Jules and Atlas say direction. There you go, you two. Directions is number 2. And now they might ask you for one more thing. And surprisingly, that last answer is not food. So it wouldn't be a bologna sandwich either. Who would you ask directions from? A man with one tooth or a man with one leg? They might ask you for a ride, but it's not ride that they would probably ask you for. Well, they wouldn't. No, because, I mean, if they asked you for a ride, they probably ask you for help, but it's not help either. Where you got that cute top. Yeah, Jules, that top is cute. Where did you get that? Okay, I'm just kidding. I can't. Jules is like, can he see me through the computer screen? No, I can't. I'm just joking. Let's see. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had a few things to do. I can stay for a little while, but then I have to sit up for my live stream. It's all right, Jonathan. I'll probably be on for about another hour, and then I'm done. Anyway, let's see. Something a total stranger on the street might ask you for. That's the question, Jonathan. Name something a total stranger on the street might ask you for. It's not, are your Hooters available? Instagram said that I was doing sexual split station with minors, which is a bunch of garbage. Okay, Instagram replied to you. Did Facebook say anything? Not to use your phone or for Brazers or the time. Well, hold on. We did get the time. That does say time is there, number 3, but it's not ask for your PIN. So I did a pill of what they said. It's not help. That was guessed by Say What. Oh, Jonathan got it. A cigarette, number 4. They might ask you for a cigarette. Those are the 4 things of a total stranger on the street may ask you for. All of this. Ever since we got past round 1, we know all these questions now are coming from 2003 now. So tomorrow will actually, Jonathan, how, Leo, didn't you ask that last night? Didn't you ask him that last night? You're the same, I know you're the same person from last night, and you're asking Jonathan how old he is. You asked him that last night. And Jonathan already told you he's 45, as he just said. Are you just going around asking people, asking random people how old they are? Anyway, forget about Leo. Let's just go to the next question. All right. I need Jonathan. I hope you're doing great. I did send you an email on my predicament. All right. Okay, here's a good one. Now, depending on how tall and depending on how tall and long John and Jules are, this could apply to them in the future if they become an item. What do I mean by that? I mean, you got the top 5 answers to this question. Question is, name a reason you don't think making love in a bathtub would be so romantic. I'm thinking Leo might be a troll if they're going around just asking people. But then again, see, he asked you what you were, and then he left. And I agree, Jonathan. Leo, you give off some creepy vibes, dude. Slippery? Okay, there you go, Jules. You might slip. Number 4, you might slip. And there you go, Cheryl and Jules. There is not enough room. There's not enough room. It's too small. That's the number 1 answer. It's too small in a bathtub. Her boob gets caught in the drain. No, it wouldn't be the boob gets caught in the drain. But you're close to an answer, believe it or not, Peter. You're close to one. Too much friction? No. It's not that it's dirty. No, just Instagram, because my Instagram was tied to Facebook. You don't want to know what that foam is in the hot tub. Oh, yeah, you wouldn't want to. Isn't Leo Haggis? No. Haggis is Mr. Wandering Haggis. I'd never seen Leo before last night. Now, if you saw Haggis in here, he'd be Mr. Wandering Haggis. That's his Facebook. Or, I mean, that's his YouTube. I probably won't do that next time I tie my Facebook to my Instagram account. Peter, how the hell are my tits fitting in the drain? I think Jules is saying that she's got some big tits. Cheryl, that's for you. Oh, is he saying, is he saying Cheryl's tits are too big? I don't know. No, Haggis would, yeah. See, Lewis knows Haggis would be coming in on his own profile, Mr. Wandering Haggis. And yeah, that's true. Haggis isn't that creepy at all. Yeah, I mean, it could be too wet, but that's not really one of them. That takes care of that. Thanks, Atlas. I would totally bang Julie in the hot tub, Jonathan says. If you ask a woman how old they were, you would get serious good ass kicking. I was told, Lewis, I was told that if you ask one of the managers, well, the manager who just did the schedules On third shift, I heard, don't call her ma'am. She thinks ma'am is old. And I remember when I said, if you call a woman ma'am, and I mentioned that one of them, and one of them said, you know, you tell her, you call her ma'am, she'd kick your ass. Soapy water burns the pee hole. Oh, there you go, Cheryl. Yeah, it splashes or it gets messy. Yeah, make a mess on the floor, it splashes, or it's too messy, number 2. Jules, can you call me Petey? Haggis, you wouldn't be talking to me like that either. Right, Haggis doesn't care how old you are. Yeah. Yeah, see, Lewis is even saying no, Haggis would not talk bad about people. He's a good dude. Once you get to know, yeah, he is a too good of a friend too, Lewis. I agree. Once you get to know Haggis, he's a really nice guy. Really nice guy. Unlike Leo, Haggis, you know, I don't think Haggis cares how old people are. You've known Haggis for 8 or 9 years? Is that how long I've known Haggis? I might have not have known him since, what, 2019 maybe? I may not have known him I may have known him a little less than you have, Lewis. But I remember 2017, 2018 when Natty would keep making phone calls or keep making group calls. It's like you pick it up and she's the first one. Yeah, Haggis is good people, not a creep like Leo. I thought somebody said he was here last night. I didn't see him, only Leo, though. It was maybe an alter account or something. Oh, there you go. The water, Jules, the water gets cold, number 3. Now you just need number 5. I've known a lot of you for around 3 years. Yeah, I think we've had this group. I think we've had our group of friends for about 3 years. I met you all at different times, but not too long after the other one. The person I met first actually the first one I met was Spirit Stalker. I've known her for a while. But actually, I've known Haggis a little bit more longer than I've known Spirit Stalker. Out of this group, he and Lewis are the first 2 I knew. Hard to get right positions. Jules, have you seen Jonathan's new freezer at work? Yeah, it is uncomfortable. I mean, it is uncomfortable, Cheryl, because it's too small. It splashes. You get messy. Water gets cold. You might slip. And number 5, you know. I mean, number 5 is hard to get, but it's been possible. It has happened in the bathtub before. You'd think if it would be uncomfortable and everything, or you think number 5 and everything, you think you might don't. I mean, no, you wouldn't hit your head. You wouldn't hit your head, but if you did hit your head, you might do this. Number 5. Peters, the freezer's coming Saturday. No joke. Not break something. You're not breaking anything. There you go, Stroll. You might drown. Number 5. You might drown. You might drown. Number 5. Hit your head, fall instantly to the ground, and you're in water. Well, actually, Jonathan, I would give you the question again, but they got them all. Of course, it would be. I think depending on how big or small your shower is, you could actually make love. You know, probably the bathtub's probably longer, more room. Jules, head down. Doggy in the tub. I don't actually have a bathtub, only a step-in shower. Okay. Oh, I could just... I wonder what answers would presume on the next question. Oh boy. We are in round 10, and here's the question. Top 5 answers to this question. Geez, it seems like a lot of these questions are top 5. Seems like a lot of these questions are top 5. Top 5 may be the popular one during the Karn version. No, it was like that with old Meathead Louie too. Anyway, here's the question. Oh, wait a second. Mecha lick high, mecha honey ho, hiney ho. Doctor Who said, way to go. I just put up 3 new shorts and I don't have any views on them. I might delete them. Okay. Doctor Who, Pee Wee Herman. All right. Now, round 10, top 5 answers. Question is, name something a person opens every day. What's something a person opens every day? Atlas says, hey, compy. Let's see. Peter's got the first answer of a door. There you go, Peter, a door. Number 2, a door. Refrigerator. Okay, there you go, Jules, the fridge. Number 4. And Cheryl and Jonathan got it. There you go, Cheryl and Jonathan. A mail or your mailbox is the number 1 answer. Mail or mailbox. Open it every day. You open your mailbox every day, even on Sunday. Sunday, you don't get mail. Let's see. Eyes. Cheryl says eyes. Yep, their eyes are number 5. Just got to get one more thing. What is it? We've gotten the door answer. We got the refrigerator answer. Oh, Doctor Who said it, and Jules did. Your mouth. Your mouth is number 3. In fact, I'm telling you right now that mouth is number 3, and my mouth's running just telling you that right now. My mouth's running right now, and then later on tonight, you'll be hearing John's mouth run during his live stream. We gotta run. We gotta run our mouths. It'd be weird just watching it silent. There is someone who also does silent streams, and she is... Yeah, I think Jonathan and Lewis know who I mean. You know, she's awful. Sorry about that. Or let me just say, Ariana. Okay. Well, I think you know who I was saying. Yeah, and JR too. JR as well. And screw that JR guy for sending trolls to my stream. All right, anyway. But sorry about that jump scare, Jules and Atlas. I just had to get that out and everything. And I didn't think you heard me first time. That's why I coughed her name the second time. Well, Jules says she's awake now. Yeah, Jules, it's going to be easy to stay awake during Jonathan's live stream now. Doctor Who, I'm going to tell you right now, man, you were lucky to not be around during this, during when she was around. She made my live streams a total living hell. She made my live streams a total living hell. Doctor Who, just watch some of my past live streams and you will see she made my live streams usually a living hell. You should check out that hog roast video. That hog roast video was all about her, us roasting her. She's left bad taste in our mouth. That's Haggis's YouTube channel. If you like to follow him, here it is. Yeah, that's Haggis's YouTube channel. That's the link that Lewis did. If you want to give Mr. Wondering Haggis a follow, feel free to. I'm sure he would appreciate it. All right. Anyway, when you're on YouTube, you gotta run your mouth. Keep the stream going. Otherwise, people are gonna get bored and leave. That would be his profile account if he was in the chat, Mr. Wandering Haggis. Yeah, Haggis has been in here. Speaking of Haggis, we're missing Brother Kenneth too. Brother Kenneth doesn't come in a whole lot, but if he did, but he comes in more than Haggis. I wouldn't want her taste on my mouth. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Well, I don't want to call her a name and everything, you know. I don't want to say a dirty thing, you know, but just I hope she just takes her, you know what, self and leaves us alone. All right, we got the top 5 answers to this question, round 11. Round 11 says, name something that has a seat. What's something that has a seat? Speaking of old hacks, Heather's in here. No, she's here. Peter, you just spoke 5 seconds too soon. In yellow pudding pops. What'd this guy say? Yeah, get him out of here. Get Parth out of here. Parth out of here. We don't speak like that here. Not even 30 seconds into the stream, Heather already gets mad at what Peter says. Peter, you spoke 5 to 10 seconds too soon, my friend. 5 to 10 seconds too soon. Right after you said that, she's here. And yes, Heather. Yellow pudding pops. Anyway, yeah, what's something that has a seat? Okay. Heather said, not Heather. Cheryl says a car. A car. Did anybody else say a car? Yep. Or no, nobody else did. Cheryl got the number 1 answer all by herself. A car. Don't read it, PPK. Oh, I read it, Atlas, but I'm not going to say it out loud. Some things I'll say out loud, but when I'm going, but that N word that he said, I'm not going to say and everything because I don't talk like that. And I don't allow that in my stream either. I don't like racism in my stream. Okay, let's see. A bus. Okay, there you go, Cheryl. A bus has a seat. Number 2, the bus. Not a table. That was a troll, Lewis, for sure. Bicycle. A bike. Okay, there you go, Stroll number 3. Jules did not get the question. Jules, the question is, name something that has a seat. My dream girl, my Heather. It was AI. John's face. You probably could. John would probably not mind you, Jules, if you sat on his face. So now we've known. Jules would get close to John. She'd sit on his face. Oh. Your old girlfriend, yeah, she is. She is the devil. So now I'm an old hag now, Peter? Ooh, darn, Peter. You darn screwed up. Not a church sanctuary. Peter, you just pissed off the wrong person, Lewis said. The park? When are you going to learn not to piss off women, especially Heather? Lewis is asking Peter. LOL. Not a courtroom. Jill says without hesitation. No, not a tractor or in a restaurant. Some restaurants have these things that have, well, actually, if a responsible restaurant would have both of these things. So you're no longer with, no, I'm no longer with Colorful. Of course, I cared about her a whole lot more than I cared about my ex-devil girlfriend. Not to mention, Doctor Who, the time span that you were gone and everything. She started lies about Jonathan and everything, and I was gullible and believed them and everything. She almost ruined our. I mean, this girl, Jonathan and I, we almost lost our friendship because of her lies. It's not a bench or a lounge bar. If people would say that word, just a random person, the N word, I would put him so far into the Or's core that it would disintegrate his fucking ass. Oh yeah, totally, Lewis. Any decent person would not allow racism. I remember one person that kept coming in here, and their answer to everything was black people. Oh, we told that person stop being racist, and they would not stop being racist. So we just had to hide them in the end. Okay, it's not a school or classroom. What are your thoughts on cannibalism? Good, I'm going. Wilhelm already tonight going to be a real ass to these trolls. Get him, Willem. Get him. Okay. A school or a class, not a school or a class, not a school classroom, but a classroom would have these though. One of these things they'd have them. So the students could, so the students wouldn't have to. Well, if I say what I'm thinking, that will probably give one of those answers away. Well, close, Jules, close. Not an auditorium, but Jules, you're real close with the desk. Something that also may be connected to a desk. These trolls tonight are like school on Saturday, no class. Oh, we did have. Oh, for some people that did get in trouble, we did have a thing in high school called Saturday school, well, where they would have to come to school on Saturday from 8 to 12. So we did have a thing called Saturday school for a lot of people who didn't all get all their things done. Who earned Saturday school, whatever they did. Yeah, they had to come from 8 to 12. Yeah, sure, PN. You love my meatloaf, but I'm an old hag. Oh, PN, she means Peter North. Oh, a table? No, not a table, but Jules got it. A chair. Chair number 4. Now, just one more thing. Tables, Heather, I apologize. I'll listen to you play bagpipes without earplugs. Breakfast Club. Oh, hell no, Peter. What would you call her that? Detention. Oh yeah. Yeah, Saturday, that's where Saturday school probably is held in detention. Then again, detention has a good number of seats, I guess. That's the same thing as calling a woman a female dog a bitch, which is very naughty. Some people deserve that title, Lewis. And I coughed her name like 10 minutes ago. Let's see. It's not a couch or a waiting room. Maybe it's a good thing she would whip your rear end with a whip. And some women are into it. The front room. Observe the union. Not a front room or a dining room. Jules's back door. No, not a door at all, Peter. Not her back door, and not any door of hers. Heather, if you have a whip or a belt, let it rip on Peter's ass, Lewis says. Yep, even Heather loves my old Bill Cosby impression of Jello pudding pops. I remember Spirit Stalker said I make her laugh when I do that. The bus. Well, we do. Yeah, we do have the bus. It's not a balloon dot. A hint, please. Okay. Well, the hint would be this is where you go to. This is where you go to pee, or this is where you go take a dump. That's basically the only hint I can give you for that one. This is where you go to pee. This is where you go to take a dump. Yep, the toilet. The toilet. Number 5 is the toilet. That's something that has a seat. The toilet. Number 5. See, people like Peter, piss off Heather, but Heather has, a heart for being, really thanks Lewis for sticking up for her. Okay. I wouldn't now probably I don't and everything since I stream and everything, and Jonathan doesn't because he streams, but some people who stream with their camera closed, well, you could probably consider this them, but anyway, why am I saying that? Because this question, we're in round 12. We have the top 4 answers to this question. Name a creature that hides in a shell. What's a creature that hides in a shell? A hermit crab. Well, Wilhelm, crab is there. That's number 3. A crab. A snail. Okay, there you go, Wilhelm. Number 2 is a snail, and a clam is number 4. Just got to get that last answer. In reality, Heather wants to spank me. Peter is a creature who hides in his shell. Oh, and even though Wilhelm got all the answers except one, Cheryl got it. Turtle. And guess what, Cheryl? The only answer you give, Turtle, that's the number 1 answer. A turtle. You got rats on the west side, bed bugs uptown. What a mess. This town's in tatters. I've been shattered. My brain's been battered, splattered all over Manhattan. Oh, you'd have a lot of spread on the brain if it was spread all over Manhattan. That would not be good. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Rolling Stone song. Oh, that's a Rolling Stone song. Okay. Yeah, I mean, even her profile's got her and her beautiful dog on there. Our other friend named Heather Hernandez, she has a pet pig. Mm-hmm. His name is Oliver. All right. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Round 13. Lucky round number 13. Let's hope it's lucky for you. We got the top 6 answers to this question. Name what most men want when they come home from a hard day. What do most men want when they come home from a hard day? Lewis, Heather likes my hog. Cold beer. All right, there you go, Willem. You got one. Cold, beer or drink number 2. Beer or drink number 2. Peace. Okay, there you go, Peter. Some time alone, number 5. Some time alone, number 5. Lobster, piano. No, you could be having lobster or piano with number 1, though, HGR. Of course, I'm not sure if you're a serious person or not. Oh, and there you go. Willem and Cheryl got it. Yep, Willem and Cheryl got it. Dinner, the number 1 answer. Dinner. Okay. Okay, there you go. His lady friend on her knees. Which would lead to Cheryl's answer. Sex. Number 4, sex. Not a shower though. So far you've got dinner, beer, sex, and time alone. Just 4 and 6 is what you need to get naked and have sex. He's a troll. Okay. A gun pointing at me asks Cheryl. Wow. Well, Jay Valdez, I'm sorry you're lost, but this is we've got a good group of supporting people here. If you want to stay here and make this your new place, Jay Valves. Oh, geez, Peter. You may piss Heather off at times, Peter, but you never get under Cheryl's skin. All right, there you go. There you go, Cheryl. Sleep is number 3. Sleep is number 3. And now, just got to get Yeah, I said need to get 4 and 6. I'm sorry, I meant 3 and 6. 4 is sex, and which is there. Number 3 is sleep, and number 6. What else would they want? It's not a massage or sleep or a sports game on TV or a clean house. Of course, all those things would be nice. Not a back rub, but that would be nice too. Well, I'm sure they'd want their wife, but something from their wife. But it's not a hand job, though. It's not a hand job, though. A bologna sandwich with real mayo. And there you go. Well, no, Charlotte, it's not, I mean, yeah, you want your wife there, but it's not wife, it's not partner or mistress. This is something that your wife, partner, or mistress might give you, though. Not kids, but you're so close. No, not the hug, the other thing, Cheryl. Yeah, a kiss. A kiss. Yeah, a kiss, number 6. Mwah. Think about this, Doctor Who, that whenever I think of venereal disease, I always think, I can't remember what the song was, but I remember in Thanksgiving Adam Sandler's song. I didn't know Tyson gave a girl VD. My most memorable one from that is I can't remember what they said, but I remember, and sweet potato pie. Sammy Davis Jr. only had one eye. Love you, Heather, Cheryl says. Aw, sweet. All right. Okay, this is gonna be possibly easy, possibly hard. Round number 14. Round number 14. One-eyed Sammy. Yep. Sammy Davis Jr. only had one eye. That's one memorable one to hear, and then, or remember at least. I remember that one, first one before I remembered. I didn't know Tyson gave a girl VD. As we all sit at the table, I saw a movie with Betty Grable. ERKR, Erker. I just met you, man. I don't, I mean, I can't just, I can't just give a mod to somebody, right away. You gotta keep coming in this page to prove you're loyal. If you prove you're loyal after a few times, maybe you get a mod, but this is just your first time, and I don't give it to people I just met. Sorry. Sorry, Erker, but not this time. Maybe if I see you a few more times, maybe, but not tonight. All right. Anyway, next question. Top five answers. Name something people have to be told to hold correctly. What is something people have to be taught to hold correctly? Cheryl says hi, Lorax. Instrument. Nope, not an instrument. Not an instrument, but there you go, Peter. Pencils. Pencils. Number three is pencils. No, not No, not the penis, of course. You could have one answer close to it. Okay. Cheryl says silverware. Yep, there you go, Cheryl. Silverware is the number one answer. Of course, Peter takes Doctor Who's answer of penis, even though he knows it's not there. It's not a knife or a gun or a composer. What did he say? I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. The trees speak vehement knees, and if you question me, I'll break your knees. Ooh. It's not toilet paper, but there you go, Heather. Chopsticks. Chopsticks were my first thought, and I couldn't believe when I saw chopsticks were number 5 at the bottom of the survey. Thought they'd be higher. It was a joke. Heather's meatloaf just out of the oven. As long as she has the meatloaf in a plate, burnt or not, I think it's going to be easy to hold correctly. And Peter is still trying to figure it out. Jules is saying. That person that has to be a moderator, he was a troll. He had no content at all. Yeah. A person with no content and no videos, no subscribers. He wants to be a mod. Heck no. For all I know, you could be a troll. I mean, Lewis just even said, he was a troll. When you have no comments, no subscribers, no content, yeah, you're a troll. Sorry, I want to see trolls would get a life, get their head out of their ass and act like an adult. Jules, I never said I had a high IQ. I'm on a roll, Lewis. I'm kicking a lot of idiots, but I always peep their channel first. I have no content, but I don't go into streams asking to be a mod. Sure, yeah. Jules, you started coming back and you started being loyal, and after a few times I said, Jules, you deserve a mod. That's not necessarily true. I didn't have content for years. But did you have subscribers, Cheryl? The question is, if you had subscribers, then I would think that you're not. As long as you had subscribers but no content, that's fine. Some people have no content at all and have tons of subscribers. I'm warning you with peace and love. I have too much to do, so no more fan mail. Thank you, and no objects to be signed. Nothing. Peace and love. Peace and love. No, and I appreciate it. Well, of course, Jules. When people show their loyalty, I give them. I keep my promise, and well, I mean, I don't think I promised you because you never asked to be a mod, but I just surprised you once, I guess. I mean, Doctor Who, he's our newest mod. I mean, he's the newest mod. He's the most recent mod I've modded soon. Zero had a website. B cups are cool. Yes, but you are a good person, Jules. Lewis says. Thanks, Lewis. All right, let's see. So far you've got a silverware, pencils, chopsticks. 2 more answers. 2 more. Most loyal people don't come in here and start acting like an asshole like these trolls do. Oh, yeah. But I've always said this one thing. I've always said a while, when you're live streaming, if you got haters or you got trolls or both of them, just means it doesn't matter, if you got haters or trolls or both of them, if you got haters or trolls, it just means you're doing something right. It means you must be doing something right. And a few years ago, I didn't have a lot of mods that would kick them, Now I do. Okay, something people we did have chopsticks. Something people have to be told to help hold correctly. Not hold their breath or hold ass chaps for Jules. Lewis, they're minors, that's why. Bis and Tris bra, I crave you. I don't know to take that as a compliment or an insult. Crave me. Knives. Oh, by the way, hi Annie. Hi Annie. You came in here the last maybe 20 minutes or so. That's true, Annie. The minions, little child that act like assholes. Pervert. That was perverted. I didn't know how to take that at first. I crave you. Crave the banhammer shitbird. Oh, yeah. I used to have trolls and haters all the time until one day I got tired of their crap. I remember, Lewis, I remember what you said once and everything, and you said you told them off one day, and they got so offended. You said that they told you take it back, and you told them I ain't taking back shit. That's why I like having you in my stream, Lewis, because if we do have trolls, which we usually do, you can tell them off. You know how to tell them off. Okay. Did we get any? Okay, no, that's Ask Chaps for Jules is the last answer we got. Annie, if you want to play with us, what's something people were told to be taught to held correctly? Annie, hello, it's perverted Peter. Watch out, Annie. Peter called Heather an old hag, or of course he blames it on AI. You fall under that victim, Annie. You're younger than Heather, but still, he might try to call you an old hag. Don't. Be careful. Hello, Bacon Daily. I'm not mentioning a channel, but I was in a channel tonight that was pushing religion on me, and that's not right in my opinion. I mean, whatever religion you are, be proud to be in that religion, but don't push them on it unless you're doing it the right way. That person was probably doing it the wrong way. Okay, that's when you leave, Annie. Yeah, see, Cheryl says that's when you leave. Oh, Jules wants a hint. I'll call it. Okay, a couple hints would be, you got to hold this correctly, because if you don't hold it correctly, you could damage them. Bible says you can't rebuke an atheist, only a fake believer. Thing is, light of the world, anything not an atheist, though, you know. She's a believer. I think they were probably trying. I think Annie means that they were trying to push a religion on her that she's not into. You know, she's already a member of one committee, so she doesn't want to do. She doesn't want to be, you know, pushed into another committee. I think that's what it was. Uh, okay, there you go, Cheryl. Scissors. Scissors is number 4, and well, and what I was trying to say was when you push up or you need to hold it correctly, or you could damage or you could damage them as they get older. You know, they may end up with something as they get older because you might have hurt them. They are pretty fragile, from what I hear. Yeah, a baby. Yep, Cheryl. I mean, Heather. There you go. A baby or a baby's head. Number 2. Those are the 5 things that people are told to hold correctly. Just tell a person, don't be shoving the fucking Bible down my throat. I know the Bible. Don't tell me about the Bible. If you want to preach the gospel, that's fine and everything, you know. Just please don't do it here, and please, and, you know, do it where it's respected, you know. Do it out in public somewhere. All right, anyway, we got the top 6 answers to this question. This is round thought so, round 15. Round 15, top 6 answers to this question. Name something a person might for 12 hours straight. What is something a person might do for 12 hours straight? What's something a person can do for 12 hours straight? No, P.N. They are brass. Repeat exactly, Cheryl. Work. Okay, there you go, Cheryl. Work or work. Number 2. Number 2 is work. Just like Jehovah's Witness, they come to your house knocking high. Have you been saved? And then they start shoving them. You know what, Lewis? One day I was sitting at the curb talking to you know who, and then these guys drive by, you know. Hey, do you believe in God? I was like, yes, I believe in Jesus and the Bible. And he's like, well, we're pleased to hear that. You know, we're going to give you a brochure and, you know, see if you want to, you know, want to come to our church one time or something, you know, be like, you know, yeah, I believe it and everything. Yeah, it's those Jehovah Witnesses driving by. They didn't stop. Don't worry, guys, I'm here. Oh, Matt T's here. John, I think you meant 12 seconds, bud. Okay, let's see. Have a boner from Viagra? Nope, not have a boner for 12 hours. Don't worry, guys. Matt Turns is here. Matt T's here. His mouth still works. Sleep. Okay, there you go, Cheryl. Sleep is the number 1 answer. Sleep. Cheryl and Lewis also said sleep. But not work out. I don't know if you could work out for 12 hours straight. Stay awake. No, not stay awake. Be on a computer. No, not be on a computer. Bro, sir. Bro. Sure. Excuse me. And, yes, I burped. Where are my manners? They're down Ariana's butt. Or up JR's butt. Excuse me. Not Ariana. But JR's butt. They're up JR's butt. My manners are up JR's butt. All right. Anyway, let's see. Be on a plane? No, not be on a plane or be on a train. But okay, but there you go. Sure. Who got that one? Cheryl got that one. Drive. You could drive for 12 hours. Yes, number 5. Oh, what did Timmy and Eric say? Nope, we just slammed the door in their face. Watch a 12-hour. Oh, that's what she got mad at Peter about. He said, watch a 12-hour marathon of Heather cooking. I didn't even notice that at first. And then when Heather got mad, I said, what did Peter say? And then I look up, oh, he said, watch a 12-hour marathon of Heather cooking. Okay, that's what he got mad about. So you're going to axe your ass one day, Peter. Better watch it. TV, okay, there you go, Cheryl and Jules. Watch TV is number 3. Just got to get 4 and 6. 4 and 6 this time. Peter, thinking about Heather's meatloaf 12 hours straight. She might now, Willem, Heather might get offended at that, but it's also a diss at Peter though too. Peter's the one that thought of, making fun of Heather's cooking. Or the meatloaf at least. Yeah, but but we love Heather. Heather, it was good cooking for 12 hours, hon, Peter says. Around here, the JWs, if they see you doing yard work, they will help you. Be fasting. Happy fasting. Hold on, what do you say? Unhide, Timmy, it's me. I've been here a lot. I always just start with one stupid comment when I don't know what the question is. All right. All right, Timmy. We'll give you one chance. Got one chance. You have been here a lot, Timmy. You have been here a lot. I'll give you one more chance. All right. Anyway. Oh, I will not be Peter North Sass. I'll be the other side tube steak. What they say? You can't beat the Diddy out. That would be a Steve Areno comment. Can't beat the Diddy allegations. I disagree with banning people unless it's rude or bullying. Well, Willem says, he's on the ball tonight. He says Willem could conquer trolls for 12 hours straight. Indeed. Okay. Talker. Oh, I just gave you one answer. I don't know if you heard that. I don't know if you give them a chance to correct their attitude. I am. I unhid them. Oops, I timed them out for 24 hours. I don't think you... No, you didn't time who I was talking about out. Who was it that you timed out? Oh, okay, no. Well, Timmy and Eric are now unbanned on the channel. Yeah, Jules heard me. I have a troll kill count equivalent to the population of a small country. You do every night, Wilhelm, you do every night. Talk, yeah, you heard me say talk, number 4, talk. Who could talk for 12 hours straight? If you screw up the first time, you always get half a chance. You screw up the third chance, that's it. First, here's how I see it. First time you screw up, it's a warning. Second time you screw up, it's a timeout. Third time you screw up, that's it. You're out. You're hidden. You use that one chance, but now Timmy has another chance. That's why I normally just time out. Cheryl likes my attitude. Lewis, I'm about to do an XC road trip. Peter North better hide. And Peter, if you have your foreskin, still Heather might chop it off with that X that's in her hand. Oh, you're fine, Annie. I don't think you timed whoever you time the one you timed out and everything, they've got access on this other channel now. They're fine. They're fine. You're fine. I do peep channels if there's no subs. I do. Oh, William's saying he does peek at channels if there's no subs or vibes, and ignorant comment, instant ban. If you love your foreskin, then you better behave yourself, Peter, if you have one, Lewis says. Lewis is wrong. Matt Red just woke up, might be here. She better be here quick and everything because my phone is at 11% right now. So we're going to be able to get through one or two, three, maybe three more questions, depending on how fast the from your basement, Peter. Jules is asking from your basement. She might not make it to this one because this one's going to go off pretty soon. Unless she makes it right away. See, stay awake for 12. You can't stay awake for 12 hours. You might sleep for 12 hours straight, but you can't. But you won't be able to stay awake for 12 hours. Not in this survey. You can't. Number 6, Jules. You girls talk a lot. Yeah, that's why number 4 is there. A person can talk for 12 hours straight. I don't get it. Sabo Jules, I don't get it. Hint would be okay. Hint would be oh, at least I say sorry. Cass doesn't when she's wrong. She'll blame it on other people instead. Be like, oh, this could use a little. You might be spraying, dusting, sweeping, mopping. Something you could. These are activities you could do in a 12-hour thing. If you're doing all this, you're literally just what? Yeah, you're cleaning. Cleaning is number 6. Cleaning. Yeah, I had no idea. What Sybil Jules meant. Oh, here's a short one. Actually, one is 4 and then a couple are 5. Let's see if we can get 1, 2, maybe 3 more questions in. All right, here we go. We got the top 4 answers to this question. Question is, name a U.S. president that could someday be added to Mount Rushmore. Name a U.S. president that could someday be added to Mount Rushmore. I have preteens. I keep up with the lingo. Well, you got to remember, Heather and Cheryl. This was made up to when George W. Bush was president. So we won't have Obama, Trump, or Biden on this survey. There you go. That's what we're looking for, Cheryl. Bill Clinton is the number 1 answer. Bill Clinton. Not either one of not George W. or George H.W. though. Not Bush. Not either one of them. Do you know why the trolls? Because when they come out of their mama's hoo-ha, they lack of oxygen, and that's why they're stupid. That's what you say, Lewis. That's what you say all the time. Hey, guys, I'm listening. I'm just sitting up for my stream. It'll be ready in about 10 minutes, John. Or maybe 5 minutes. Kennedy. Okay, there you go. Jules. JFK is number 2. But not Carter, though. Not Carter. Cheryl, I used to be one of her mods until I knew her more and then did the unthinkable. Reagan, okay, there you go, Cheryl. Ronald Reagan is number 4. Now you just got to get number 3. It's not Nixon. Which one? Which one, Jules? There's 2 of them. Which one? There you go. FDR. Yes, FDR is number 4. Up to when now, I'm going to say they probably would have added more today, you know. They probably would have put Barack Obama as number 5. What did he say? Imagine Heather's Meatloaf on my Rushmore. Oh, I didn't see that. I was showing you guys the answers and then saying, yeah, if this post was made post, Obama probably would be routed to Mount Rushmore number 5. Possibly Trump. I don't know. But then again, I heard FDR got reelected in 1936 with 20, with like I think 24% unemployment or something, and he won like 48 out of 50 states or something. He said FDR got reelected with a high unemployment rate, and he won like 48 out of 50 states. Lyndon Johnson. Louis Lorena Babbitt, LOL. Okay, hold on. Peter, if you love your foreskin, you better be nice to Heather, or she's going to cut it off with her axe. Heather, do you like removing men's foreskin? You better do it now. She better do it soon, or she's gonna have to wait till tomorrow to axe him off again. And tomorrow's going to be even earlier, so be ready. Elections are rigged. They are sometimes. They are. There's been talk that the last 3 elections, 2016, 2020, and 2024, have been rigged, you know. I said I have a feeling it's a thing that it's going to start going on every election. Anybody they vote for doesn't win. Oh, it was rigged. It was rigged. They rigged it. It's all rigged. Anyway, well, we're well aware what a foreskin is. Stroll gave herself a face palm. Every president is related. They are. Okay, we got 7%, so we might get one more question in, so let's try it. We got the top 5 answers to this question. Question is, name something that might be painful to do after a facelift. What might be painful to do after a facelift? Yeah, it would be painful to smile or laugh, Jules and Wilhelm. That's the number 1 answer. Smile or laugh, number 1. Talk. There you go. Cheryl, talk is number 3. There you go, Peter. And Cheryl, eat. Eat or chew is number 2. So sorry, the eat meatloaf thing was applicable for Peter this time. At least Cheryl just said eat. At least she didn't say meatloaf. Nope, Annie, I've been off for 4 days. She originally had me off Sunday, but I came in Sunday, and so I'm back to work tomorrow. But I'm almost ready to quit. I mean, she's just not treating me fair. She's not giving me fair hours. Let's see. So smile and laugh, number 1. Number 2, eat or chew. And talk, number 3. So you just need 2 more answers. Not blowjobs or brushing your teeth or go down. Cry? No, not cry, but close to one of them. Looking in the mirror. Nope. We got not a B. James Wall. Just suck it up and do your job. Life is not fair. You try doing my job for a few hours, Bob Nickelstaff, and you see how much you get paid. You'll see you'll see the manager's being unfair. Not wash your face or open your eyes. Or see. You were close with one of them. Eat lettuce after diarrhea. No, not that. Not put on glasses. Lots of nasty green ogres tonight. Mm-hmm. Not put your contacts in or put on your glasses. Oh, it's already down. It's already down to 3%, you guys. I'm going to have to give you hints. Number 4, when you're sad, you do this. What are you doing? Not crying, but a little bit upper. You frown. Yep, number 4, frown. And number 5 is at you. What do you do when you go at you? Number 5. Yep, you sneeze. And my phone's at 2%, so I got to go. I'll see you guys later. Much love, and until next time, everybody, peace.